Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Linnea. If you are new here, nice to meet you. If you're coming back around, thank you so much for your continued love and support. I'm back with another makeup review, but before we get into that, please hit the notification bell, subscribe if you like my content, hit the thumbs up on this video, and again, just thank you so much for all of the love. So what I'm going to be looking for in this foundation is going to be a bit different than usual because I am a cancer patient, which means with my treatments and the different drugs that I'm on, that my skin is constantly changing and has become a bit sensitive. So this is the real test. Now, I haven't even shared with you what I'm reviewing. We are trying out the new Makeup by Mario foundation. And to be honest, it took me a long time to get into his makeup. I didn't flock to the store like other people did. But once I tried one product, I found the quality was so good that I just had to keep trying more and more. And here we are. I needed a new foundation, so perfect time. So I went ahead and grabbed myself this product. Even though I don't usually grab products as soon as they come out, I like to see what they're about first. I have a feeling that I'm really gonna like this. So let's talk about it. I did get the foundation and the brand new foundation brush. And here it is. Oh, the packaging is just very light and pretty simple. You can see some sparkle in the product. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera. To me, it looks very slight, very shimmery as opposed to glittery. And I have a feeling that those little particles are going to help reflect the light away or bounce the light or whatever the technical term for that is. I really hope that this is a good color for me because I used the color match on Sephora, but I'm in my winter skin era. So that does change things a lot in terms of my complexion. And I did only get the one foundation because we aren't living rich dreams yet, but here we are. Now, don't mind the shaking, that's my chemo hands, but I do really love the shape of this brush. You can see on the smaller end here, it's very tapered and it's nice and round, so it gives that kind of paw-like shape, but it's also round, so if you get too much foundation, you can give it a little roll. And I love the small side because that's going to fit into all the small areas. So overall, I really like it. The bristles are really soft. It's similar shape to one of my favorite foundation brushes, but a little bit more round, which I am very excited about. Now for the moment of truth, if I got the right foundation color, I'm going to do a little swatch on my hand. So that's what it's looking like on my hand. You can see that it's quite a thick formula, but it's not so thick that you can still see that it has some thinness, some runniness to it. And I think I might have got an okay color match, which is good. And here it is thinned out, and this is what I always do when I apply my foundations, is I thin them out on my hand and then dip my brush and then go on my face because I really like a thin kind of natural layer of foundation. Okay, that shape is everything that I thought it was gonna be for the brush. I am in front of a window, but it's a little overcast, so I also have a little bit more white light coming from my ring light, if you want to know what kind of lighting I'm in. Okay, that is one layer, and I would say this brush really helps you get a nice thin layer. I'm gonna do my forehead. That is half of my face, and I really feel like it's showing up very dewy, very natural, but I did go ahead and add a bit more of a second layer on my cheeks, and it is buildable. It is going to give you some coverage. I'm going to test the coverage a little bit more a little bit later in the video, but right now my first impression is that it's very buildable but still very natural, and it doesn't feel heavy on the skin. I'm gonna do the other half of my face now. Okay, there was a whole ordeal you just missed off camera where I had foundation on my hands and this started falling off, and then I went to go and fix it and put the brush down somewhere, and now I can't find it. So I guess we're going in with fingers for this next part, but this is the real test for me with foundations, because all of my favorite foundations I can also use as a concealer by building it up and letting it thicken under the eyes. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna use these little tools since I misplaced the brush. Now I'm gonna let that thicken for a few minutes and then I'll blend it out, and hopefully I can find that brush because I really wanted to try the smaller end to see how it fits under the eyes. I did put a little bit of eyeshadow on before I began this, so it's really essential that whatever I use to blend this is not going to mess up my eye makeup. Okay, judging by how it's looking right now, I think that little concealer trick did work. I'm gonna blend it out with a disposable sponge. I don't really use sponges, but at least this will give you an idea of how it will look, because I decided I want to see how powders work on that foundation brush, because I just love a brush that you can use for everything. So let's blend this out. And this is what the foundation looks like. I'm done my foundation base. I'm not gonna wear concealer. I'm gonna test out how well that foundation wears under my eyes and in my creases. But now I'm gonna go ahead and set it. I did notice that it's not quite dense enough to really pack on that powder if you like more of a bake, but I do like to build up everything, all of my makeup on my face slowly, and so I do like that it gives me a little bit more flexibility with building up that powder so I don't get that very matte, dry under eye area that can sometimes happen. Okay, we're all set. I'm gonna finish my makeup. I'm gonna come back, give you one final look, and then we're gonna do a wear test. All right, I'm done my full look. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I felt like all of the products that I'm using currently went on top of this foundation, no problem, which is pretty rare when you get a new foundation. There's always like products that are compatible and products that aren't. And this one just so happened that all of my products worked great. I'll give you another close-up. I'll come back and show you in a little while to show you how it's holding up. But for now, oh look how flawless. Everything is just blending so smoothly together. I'm really happy with this look so far. Hello, it's me from the future, and it's been about 4 hours since I applied this foundation and it is holding up. I have been sweating, running around, cleaning things, and it's looking good. It looks a bit dewy, but in a really nice way. I'll show you in front of the ring light again just to show you the different lighting. And this is ring light lighting, and again, it just looks so flawless. I have not touched it up or done anything to it. The only part of my makeup I've touched up is my lips. And interestingly, I don't use waterproof mascara, and I feel like this foundation has also stopped transfer under my eyes. Like I haven't wiped anything away, so impressed so far. I'm gonna come back in another few hours and we'll do the full wear test, 8 hours. And that is it. It's been 8 hours. I think the makeup held up quite well. It didn't really travel around or anything like that. And you know, sometimes when your mascara smudges and it ends up a lot lower than you'd like, that didn't happen, even though I'm not using a waterproof mascara. So I'm very impressed by that. It doesn't look greasy or sweaty, but it does still have a nice luminous look to it. So I could keep finding great things to say about it, but I need to get to bed. So with that, thank you so much for coming along. It was a blast, and I hope your night or day is as amazing as you.